Well, obviously we're excited to be in the second round and to have advanced, at home last weekend against Minnesota, who was a team ranked considerably higher than us, and we're looking forward to getting to play Texas A&M. We haven't seen them in a while since they left the conference, but we keep track of them, that's for sure, and it's going to be a great game.
Coach, what's the difference between second round team this past year to this team this year?
I think experience plays a role in this one because the juniors were really the leaders of this team last year, and they're all seniors now. So when your leadership core were juniors, it was the first time for all of us, and they did a great job of getting us ready. But now that they're seniors, they know the end of the road is somewhere nearby, and they're just doing a great job of keeping the team focused, telling them what it's like, and just making sure I think that we're pushing each other every day in practice.
For everything you guys have accomplished, Coach, does being the lower-ranked team work for these guys, maybe help keep a little bit of a chip on their shoulder?
Well, the whole ranking thing is so curious because we're higher ranked than Minnesota or A&M in a lot of the coaches' polls and the popular polls, but in the RPI, they were both ranked higher than us. And that's just a mathematical formula that we have no control over. It depends a lot on how your opponents do. So it depends on which one you look at. For sources of motivation, we'll look at the RPI so that we can say we're the underdog. I think the game's pretty even. I think both teams are really good. I think A&M's got as much team speed as we've seen all year. They're definitely in the level of a West Virginia, who's a great team that we saw this year. So, other than West Virginia, A&M will be the best team we've seen this year for sure.
How different is it facing a team in Minnesota that had a coach that had only been there 2 years, and now with A&M that's been there 21 years throughout the whole history of the program?
Well, the tough part about playing against Steph and Minnesota is we didn't totally know what to expect because she's in the process of putting her stamp on that team, so there wasn't a whole lot of historical perspective to have. We watched a lot of video. We thought we were going to see what we saw, but she did some things differently on game day just based on the fact that, she's going to change that team for the better. In the case of A&M, they've played a particular way. They have a particular mentality. There's a particular, I think, process that they go through to try to beat you, and it's pretty consistent through the years. Even if they change formations, there's some real traditional aspects to their plan. So from that standpoint, it's probably a good thing that we know A&M. It doesn't make you any more prepared for the quality of their players, which is, their biggest asset. They've got a great roster. So there's pros and cons to both, I think.
With defense being one of the keys to your success this year, what are your defenders going to have to do against A&M's offense?
Well, there's going to be a lot of great 1v1 duels. There's going to be plenty of opportunities where an outstanding attacker for A&M is going to be going against an outstanding defender from Texas Tech. And the winners of those individual battles could definitely tip it, one way or the other. I think we play defense from front to back, so from our center forwards all the way to our goalkeeper, it's a team concept. I don't think you get 17 shutouts just because your back four is great, but our back four will be tested, and I'm excited for them because I think they love these challenges. Whenever they hear about a team having great offense, it really gets their attention. So I know that we'll be ready in that regard.
We're really excited about it. It's been 2 years since we were able to play them, and I think that this year we were more prepared than we have been, and everyone's really excited and ready to take it on. So
Defense has been the key to your success pretty much all season long with all the shutouts and everything else. What are you guys going to have to do defensively to slow A&M down?
I think we just have to stick to what we've been doing all year long. Just what Tom and Gibbs and Todd tell us every practice is just they give us little suggestions on how to face their forwards, and I think if we just carry out what we've been doing all year long, that we'll be able to hold it down. So that's the game plan we're sticking with.
How is this team different than the one that entered the second round last year?
How are they different?
Yeah.
Sorry.
How's it better?
For us, I think that we're just more prepared than we were last year. It was kind of a big go-around for us. We hadn't been in that environment yet, and I think for this year, we know what to expect. We know how hard the teams are going to be. I mean, the top 32 teams, there's not going to be an easy team that you're going to face, so I think that we're going into this mindset that it's not by luck that we're here. We know that we're good enough to be there and that we're going to take it on with this attitude and mentality that we're going to win this game, and that's the game plan we're going with.
So far, we know that they're good shooters and good dribblers. So just block shots, stop them from getting shots from middle distance, and just really been doing what we're doing all year, but definitely try to stop their dribble and their through balls into the 18-yard box as well.
Is there a specific player you're going to be keeping an eye on to make sure you know where they're at so you can counter whatever they could be doing?
Not a specific player. I think just anyone who has the ball to start off with, and then people running in the box. So I don't think I'll be looking at a specific player just so I don't take my focus off the player on the ball. But they've definitely got about 5 or 6 strong players who will have to be looking out for all the time.
Mick, what's better about this team going in the second round this year than this time last year?
No, we had a great team last year, but this year we've got an even better team. We have a better record, not that that means anything going into the game, but I think we're a stronger team this year. we haven't let in as many goals. I think we've been scoring more goals as well. So I'd say a more mature team as well, and we're looking good to win this game on Friday.
Has this been the point this team has been focused on all year, getting back to this round and kind of finishing what you did in last year?
I guess it's been one of our long-term goals. We've really been trying to focus on taking each, mini series, you'd call it, as so non-conference and then conference, the tournament, and then this. So this is the last mini series out of them all, and I guess this was the long-term goal from the beginning. So yes, I'd say.